On March 26, 2025, a woman named Diana is startled awake in the middle of the night by flashing lights outside her window. Still groggy, she peers through the glass and sees several police cars parked outside an old trailer her father had been renting out to a man named Tom. As she watches, she realizes the officers are actively searching the property. Confused and concerned, she grabs her phone and begins to film the scene. It wouldn't be until the next morning, when she posts the video to Instagram, that her followers notice something she completely missed.
Wait, they're going up to Tom's place. So wait, you said the light wasn't off?
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on. That's a lot of cops.
Holy shit, what the hell? Oh my god, they're calling.
They're coming out.
Are they calling something in? They're going back over. What was Tom doing?
Is there like an app you can check or something to figure out?
Oh my Jesus.
As Diana films the police, a small dark figure can be seen briefly manifesting in and out of sight. She hadn't noticed it at all that night, but her viewers did. Many speculate that, because of its size and shape, the figure could be the ghost of a child. A few days later, after the police discovered Tom's body inside the trailer, Diana and her father returned to begin the difficult process of cleaning it out. But what awaited them inside was far from ordinary.
Ready. Could be a little smell like
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh my god.
Something suddenly drops from the ceiling, later revealed to be a dead crow. But the real chill sets in moments later, when Diana discovers something that makes her blood run cold.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Oh, Jesus. Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, that's good. Long time ago.
Diana notices the child's drawing. Uneasy, she asks her father if Tom had ever mentioned having kids. His answer leaves her frozen. Tom had a son, but he died when he was just a child. This revelation has led Diana and many viewers to believe that the small, shadowy figure she unknowingly captured on camera might have been the ghost of Tom's son, returning to accompany his father in death. And when you consider the dead crow that mysteriously fell from the ceiling, an omen often tied to death and the supernatural, the entire situation becomes even more unsettling. Was it just a grim coincidence? Or a sign of something far darker lingering inside that trailer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But strange figures don't only appear in the dead of night. Sometimes they show up in places that should have felt safe, like in this next simple weekend getaway. This photo was originally shared through iMessage as a live photo, but it didn't stay private for long. After being posted to Reddit, it quickly began spreading online, leaving anyone who saw it deeply unsettled. According to the uploader, the image was taken during a birthday weekend by the lake. A group of women, no kids, just adults, had gathered for a quiet, girls-only getaway. At one point, someone snapped a quick live photo near the campfire. But when the image was reviewed later, something was very wrong. On the far right, just behind two women seated by the fire, a pale child's face can be seen peeking out from behind them. Its skin appears gray, and unlike everyone else in the frame, it isn't reflecting any of the fire's warm glow. What makes this even more disturbing is that there were no children at the gathering. No one present recognized the face. And when the live photo was played back, the iPhone's facial recognition feature ignored the figure completely, as if it wasn't a person at all. The uploader, who goes by RIP8Youth, admitted they originally hoped to debunk the image, but the more they analyzed it, the less sense it made. So the question remains, who or what was captured that night? The Appalachian Mountains, where the photo was taken, are some of the oldest in the world and have long been steeped in legends of the paranormal. For decades, hikers and campers have reported strange sounds, unsettling encounters, and the feeling of unseen eyes watching from the woods. Could this mysterious figure be something tied to those stories, or something far more chilling? But where that photo left only questions, the next moment unfolded right in front of those who came searching for answers. The YouTube channel From Paranormal shared this chilling clip after a live investigation at Holcombe Church, a centuries-old site in Somerset, England, known for its eerie isolation and its famously haunted graveyard. The team was live streaming the entire investigation on Facebook, hoping to capture something out of the ordinary. But it wasn't the investigators who spotted it. It was their viewers. Watch closely. On the left side of the screen, a white mist suddenly materializes out of nowhere, hovering briefly before dissolving into the night air. Completely focused on scanning the area with their equipment, the team had no idea that something may have been standing right beside them. Many believe this mist could be an apparition, perhaps connected to one of the countless souls buried on the church grounds. Holcombe Church has long been said to be haunted by the spirit of a parishioner who died tragically near the site centuries ago. But what do you think? Was it just a patch of fog caught on camera, or something that followed the team through the graveyard that night? And while Holcombe Church has its own dark history, it's far from the only place said to be haunted for generations. The next location carries a legend just as chilling. Nestled in the hills of Uttar Pradesh, northern India, stands a massive sandstone stronghold known as the Gwalior Fort. Dating back to the 5th century, it's not only a major historical landmark, but also considered one of the most haunted places in the country. Locals speak of restless spirits, said to belong to those once imprisoned by ancient kings. Visitors have even claimed to hear distant, anguished screams echoing from the dungeons hidden beneath the fortress. Back in November 2016, Amit Kumar visited Gwalior Fort with a friend, and while exploring the historic buildings, he accidentally captured something unsettling on camera.
निशान है चमका दौड़ के अब तो नहीं हटा दी होंगी नीचे लैंडी भी पड़ी है
निशानियां भी दिख रही हैं
हाँ एक मिनट रुकिए ना मुँह
क्या हुआ
अरे एक मिनट रुक
क्या
अरे रुको ना बता रहा हूँ
बोल तो सही क्या हुआ
रुक तो सही अरे रुको एक मिनट अरे रुक ना एक मिनट वीडियो बंद कर बता
Although Amit wasn't sure at the time, his camera picks up someone, or something, standing just behind his friend. But when the lens returns to that exact same spot a second later, whoever or whatever it was has completely disappeared. Could this be one of the spirits said to haunt the ancient fortress? You tell me. And while ancient sites hold their secrets in the shadows of the past, some encounters happen much closer to home, where you least expect them. Just as in this next clip, where someone was simply relaxing at home when a series of unsettling noises began echoing from another part of the house. The sounds were strange, too deliberate to ignore, yet too unclear to explain. Uneasy, they grabbed their phone and went to investigate, only to find the power had gone out. Alone in the dark, every creak and whisper felt amplified. As they slowly scan the outside area, the camera captures a face, someone or something, peeking out from behind a wall. The moment they see it, panic takes over. They don't wait to find out what it is and bolt in fear. To this day, they have no idea who or what they saw. But those sounds and that face is something they'll never forget. But not every encounter happens at home. Just as in this next video, it sometimes finds you out in the middle of nowhere. TikTok user Sam Rosie uploaded the following clip after his truck broke down late one night on an infamously haunted road in Indonesia. According to local folklore, this road is said to be haunted by a penampakan, a full-bodied apparition believed to be the restless spirit of someone who died under tragic circumstances. And Sam's truck didn't just break down anywhere. It happened on a narrow bridge, the exact spot where multiple tragedies are said to have occurred, including the death of a young woman after a late-night argument. Aware of these stories, Sam decides to film, both to document what's happening and perhaps to protect himself. He starts explaining the situation to the camera when a sudden noise on the other side of the truck interrupts him.
Aku saiki ngomong yo, mambune, moro-moro mambune gak enak lur, mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa? Si ambu amis lur yo. Tuk, sapa iki? Welut. Welut. Muncul lo. Lur. Sapa yo? Wis lur. Aku tak budal.
Sam freezes, startled by the sound. And when he peers underneath the truck to investigate, a pair of legs can be seen hanging in midair. But when he rushes around to the other side, there's no one there, no footsteps, no movement, just the silent, empty road. Some say it could have been a cruel prank. Others believe Sam might have captured a genuine penampakan on camera. So what do you think? Did he record proof of a ghostly legend, or is there a more rational explanation? That chilling roadside encounter is hard to forget. But in this next clip, the terror comes from something much closer again. Henrique Gross is a paranormal enthusiast from Brazil with a chilling passion, collecting dolls. To him, the creepier they are, the better. But one particular doll he recently picked up from an antique shop has pushed his fascination to a terrifying new level. For several nights now, living alone in his home, Henrique has been disturbed by strange, unexplained noises echoing from the room where his collection is displayed. One night, when the sounds return, his curiosity and fear collide. Determined to capture whatever is happening, he grabs his phone and begins to record. A cold shiver runs down his spine as a dark figure slowly peeks out from behind one of the dolls. The moment feels unreal, like something ripped straight from a horror film. Overwhelmed with fear, Henrique bolts for the front door and spends the rest of the night at a friend's place. When he cautiously returns the next morning, the room is silent. Whatever was there is gone. The doll, however, remains exactly where he left it, its glassy eyes fixed in place. Many believe that the strange disturbances weren't random, but signs of something attached to the doll trying to break through. And now that it's revealed itself, there's no guarantee it will return to hiding. If Henrique doesn't get rid of it soon, he may not be the only one living there for much longer. Henrique may have attracted the unexplained with his eerie hobby, but in this next video, there was no reason at all for the house to be haunted. Moving into a new place can be stressful, even in the best of circumstances. But for Jeanette, who recently got the keys to her new apartment, the experience has turned into something far more unsettling. From the very beginning, she's been documenting the process, decorating, unpacking, and making the space her own. What should have been ordinary home videos, however, have become the kind of footage that leaves viewers with chills.
Hi. Who are you?
Can I help you?
Remember? We're friends.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember. Please get out. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
While filming a workout session in her living room, Jeanette is suddenly interrupted when a complete stranger appears inside her apartment. Her heart races as she realizes the door must have been left unlocked. But what's already terrifying quickly gets worse. As she runs for safety, the camera captures a door swinging open on its own, almost as if something opened it for her. She didn't notice at the moment, but when reviewing the footage later, she was shaken. The door, she explained, is covered in thick layers of tape left by the landlord, making it almost impossible to open easily. There's no way the wind could have done it. A few weeks later, just as she's trying to move on from the incident, another terrifying moment unfolds. A loud noise startles Jeanette and her cat, instantly triggering her fear that someone has broken in again. She bolts for the front door, but then remembers her terrified pet. Heart pounding, she runs back inside to find it, only to hear another sound that drives her into her bedroom, locking the door behind her. But the fear doesn't end there. Indentations suddenly begin to appear on the bed, as if something unseen is standing right in front of her. Later, Jeanette confirmed that there really was another intruder that night. The thief had stolen her laptop. But many viewers can't shake what else they saw. First, the door opening on its own, then the strange impressions on the bed. Some believe a spirit is trying to protect Jeanette whenever she's in danger. Others think she should leave the apartment immediately. Whatever the truth is, she may not be as alone as she thinks. Jeanette's story was unsettling enough in private. But in this next clip, everything unfolded live, as hundreds watched in real time. In March 2025, TikTok user Hannah Guck was casually hosting a late-night live stream, chatting effortlessly with her followers. It was meant to be just another ordinary night online. But while Hannah remained completely unaware, something unsettling was quietly unfolding behind her.
He sentido que me parezco a Dua Lipa, pero desde que me corté el cabello siento que me parezco muchísimo menos a Dua Lipa. Y es que muchísima gente me dice que me parezco a la Dua Lipa del 2018 más o menos, que tiene como el cabello cortito. Y me puse a ver fotos y nada que ver. O sea, ella se ve increíble, tenía el cabello súper bonito y yo parezco... No sé, o sea, ¿qué opinan ustedes?
Through the window, a face can be seen peering inside, motionless, watching her for several long seconds before vanishing just as suddenly as it appeared. Hannah didn't notice a thing in real time. It wasn't until her chat exploded with frantic messages that she realized something, or someone, had been right there. Hannah has never shared anything remotely paranormal before, nor shown any interest in the subject. That's exactly why so many of her followers are convinced this was real. Whatever was outside that window, it wasn't part of the show. Hannah had no idea something was lurking behind her. But in this next story, the girl eventually does. This clip was originally shared on an Indonesian social media platform, What started out as a simple, lighthearted cooking video quickly took a terrifying turn. As the young woman filming flips the camera around to record herself, she's met with something she never expected to see.
Oh, masih ada sisa dikit dan bakso. So yummy. So, kita langsung aja ambil mangkok.
At the top of the stairs, a dark figure with long black hair can be seen peeking out from behind the wall. It briefly vanishes, only to reappear a moment later, this time slowly moving toward her. The young woman lets out a gasp of terror as the chilling sight unfolds in real time. The origins of this video remain unclear. Since it was first posted to an Indonesian platform, tracing the original source has proven difficult. If anyone recognizes who she is or knows what happened after she stopped recording, let me know in the comments. Until then, this unsettling moment remains shrouded in mystery. In this next clip, though, the real terror isn't coming from above. It's waiting below the stairs. Late one night, a family began hearing strange noises echoing from downstairs. At first, they dismissed it as the house settling, but as the nights went on, the sounds grew stranger, sharper, more deliberate. Each time the father got up to investigate, he found nothing but silence, as if whatever was making the noise vanished the moment he approached. Eventually, after weeks of restless nights, he managed to narrow down where the sounds were coming from: beneath the stairs. Determined to get answers, he set up a home security camera pointing directly at the spot. And that same night, the camera captured something they will never forget. A face, human or something else entirely, emerges slowly from the darkness beneath the staircase. After seeing the footage, the family was horrified. The strange sounds, the late-night disturbances, all of it suddenly felt much more sinister. Believing something evil might be inside their home, they decided the only safe option was to move out. But my question now is, what would you do if something like this appeared under your stairs? That home encounter was terrifying, but prepare, because in this next story, it happened somewhere just as familiar. This video was shared by user Laudi El Nano, who claims, "It's not a joke, it's real," adding that what they captured genuinely terrified them. The school where this was filmed is rumored to be haunted by the spirit of a former student, especially in one particular classroom. Over the years, both staff and students have reported seeing a mysterious childlike figure dressed in a school uniform. The unsettling part? The face is said to look nothing like that of any living person. Even stranger, all of these sightings have reportedly happened during the daytime in the same classroom on a Wednesday at exactly 3 p.m. The very time and place a student tragically passed away years earlier. Curious and unnerved, two students who knew about the stories decided to visit the room at that exact time. And that's when they saw it. At the far end of the classroom, someone, or something, wearing a school uniform is clearly visible, sitting perfectly still. But when the students step inside to take a closer look, the figure is gone. The uploader insists the video is authentic, but there's something odd in the footage. Before they enter, the curtain appears slightly open, letting light in. Moments later, once they're inside, it's fully drawn. It's subtle but suspicious. Even after replaying the clip over and over, there are no obvious cuts. Whether it's real or an incredibly well-timed trick, it's undeniably eerie. So what do you think? Did these students capture a ghostly figure on camera? Or is this just a cleverly staged hoax? That figure vanished fast. But in this last clip, it stays and watches. This clip comes from an unknown source, but the story behind it is deeply unsettling. A person had been hearing strange noises downstairs while trying to sleep upstairs. These weren't the kind of sounds you could easily dismiss. They were loud, unnatural, and worst of all, they sounded like sinister wailing. No matter how deep their sleep was, the noise always woke them. Determined to get to the bottom of it, the family decided to set up cameras throughout the house. One of them was placed in the kitchen dining area, the very room where the eerie sounds always seemed to echo the loudest. For several nights, the recordings showed nothing out of the ordinary, but the wailing never stopped. Then, one night, just after 3 a.m., that same camera captured something terrifying. In the footage, something with glowing eyes slowly rises into view before quickly ducking out of sight. The clip is only a few seconds long, but it's more than enough to leave viewers uneasy. Some claim it looks like a person crouched low, peering over the counter. Others insist it doesn't look human at all. Was it a prank, an intruder, or something much darker hiding in plain sight? What do you think? Now that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these horrifying clips, click to see more on the video on screen.